two phrases I've heard in the past week. One, I feel like our business needs more from our employees. And two, I feel like we have holes between what our business needs and what it actually has. My answer, you're absolutely correct. Welcome to the Business on Purpose podcast. Thomas Joyner here with Business on Purpose. We're going to answer a few of those questions today of what exactly is the function of an org chart in your business. So let's go back to those questions that I was asked this week, and surprisingly, the two go together. The first one gets to this thought of, what does your business need? It's a great question to ask. If you could just wipe the slate clean and fire everyone. Hypothetically speaking, of course, please don't go out and fire everybody right now. But no, if you could fire everybody and build your business from scratch, build it to serve your needs today, would you have the job roles you need? Probably not, is the answer I always come back to. But no, you need more from your employees because they were hired in chaos, not from a place of vision. Well, the phones are ringing off the hook and we have to hire another administrative person, or maybe it's something like this. We're driving all over the place. We need someone who can handle estimates and still do the little work on the job. And so let's make a hybrid project manager estimator role just to kind of fill the gap for right now. Well, that fill the gap excuse, it lasts for what, a year, 2 years, and then you can't remember what you were hoping that role would grow into in the first place. You're not crazy. I'm here to tell you that happens all the time. So let's look at that second question. I feel like we have holes between what our business needs and what it actually has. Well, of course, because when you hire in chaos, it's solving an immediate need, but not the most efficient long-term need. And here's what happens. You end up with a bunch of people on your team with overlapping job roles working outside their strengths because the urgency is informing the hire instead of the vision and the need informing the hire. There's a big difference right there. So when we start in crisis and we don't think things through, we end up with an org chart that looks completely different than the business needs. So where do we start and how do we combat this? We have to go back to this thought of, if I could start over from scratch and build my business to serve my current revenue numbers, what job roles does my business need? I'll say that again. If I could start over from scratch, what job roles does the business need? And notice what you didn't hear me say. I did not say, who do we currently have in our business and what else do we need? No, this may take us shaking up the business entirely to finally give the business what it so desperately needs. So go through the four main pieces to your business, right? Your admin, your marketing, your sales, and your operations, and start writing down roles. Start writing down roles to handle administrative tasks that your business needs. What roles does that require? Do you have 4 people handling this part-time, and could it be blended into one job role or 2 or maybe 3 to help communication and collaboration? In looking at marketing, ask, who's quarterbacking the marketing process? Who's leading the charge and what support do they need? With sales, who's in the field and how much can they legitimately handle? How many salespeople and managers does the business truly need? And with operations, we always talk about operations. What does that team ideally look like? Is that how we're running things? And if not, why not? So this last question, I want you to filter all of this through. Does this org chart we built allow us to manage the growth we're expecting and wanting in our vision? If not, what are the necessary roles we need to get there? I love doing this. It's so simple, and yet it gives you a framework for all hiring. No more hybrid roles where one person is just operating in total confusion because they just are a stopgap for all the overflowing work. It's not effective, and it's horribly, horribly inefficient. You see, your business will tell you what it needs if you're willing to put in the time and listen, to build some margin and to ask some tough questions. So think long-term for a second. What if your business had all the roles filled that it needed, with employees that knew what they were held accountable for, with room for business growth? That is the goal. That's the purpose of an org chart, to tell you what your business needs today from a job role perspective and what your business needs to accomplish your vision. I hope that makes sense. Really want to thank you for listening today to the Business on Purpose podcast. Make sure you subscribe to our podcast and our YouTube channel. We got free content coming out daily for your commute to work or just for sharing with your team. Jump on there, subscribe. Have a great day. Thanks.